The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillies, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
The Bruins, unquestionably, a team that is built around the talents of a couple of young ladies, one a freshman and one a senior, and then you've got some others who are beginning to get excitedly more airtime and playtime and doing everything they can to add into the totals tonight. But what you wind up with is Halen Ayers, who one of the evaluation services has declared that she is the number 3 recruit for women's basketball for the class of 2027 in the entire nation. How about that? And we've already seen evidence as to why. And, of course, it was a big move this past Friday night against Jackson Christian, in which Ava Barham returned to the lineup at the post and gave a big boost on the inside. And then you had the three-point shooting that was solid across the board for Lily Teague and Ellen Driver doing a tremendous job defensively. So you're going to be hearing their names a lot tonight. This Tipton Rosemark team has 3 seniors, Maddie Watkins, Alice Sigler, and Lainey Mills. And then you got some juniors on this ball club. Addie Thorpe, Lizzie Crow, and Haley Bishop, along with Allison Willis. So it's going to be most interesting to see how this first half plays out with this Lady Bruin team that is, they are deadly when it comes to the all-court pressure up and down the court. So we'll be watching for that. And at halftime, a very special presentation when the Bruins present the ball that was for the 1,000th point for Brady Smith in his USJ career, and that's going to be a neat one for us to watch, and we'll have it for you live right here. Tell you what, let's take about a 2-minute break, and then we'll be right back with the start of tonight's game.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt, and let my family take care of yours.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Back live at DeMint Gymnasium at USJ, and we're about to meet the starting lineups for these two teams tonight. USJ taking on Tipton Rosemark. And in what had to be the most complete outing that the Lady Bruins had this past Friday night, their come from behind victory over Jackson Christian to win it 53-41 was outstanding. Lizzie Crow, the first starter, being introduced. And Zadie Rayburn, she is a freshman on this team. Maddie Watkins, the senior. And checking in is Allie Willis, another junior. And they have gone to the light show, so I couldn't give you the last starter here, but now here come the Lady Bruins. And this is where it's always spectacular. Ellen Driver, and you can hear that song that the PA announcer brings for Ellen to come on. Sophie King. Lily Teague. She's getting better and better with those three-point shots. Halen Ayers, the top scorer on this team. And Ava Barham now in the starting lineup. She came off the bench about halfway through the first quarter. And she's still being a little delicate with that shoulder injury, but she showed she could hang in there with the best of them and offered 7 points this past Friday night against Jackson Christian. So the Lady Bruins come in 11-5 tonight. TRA is 2-. And we are about set to go on this Tuesday night that is ice cold outside. And guess what? Next week it's going to get even icier. It's Barham to jump it with Sigler. And the Lady Bruins control it. And right off the bat, the three is right there. They cannot give Halen Ayers that kind of wide open look. And 8 seconds into the game, and there's a steal right off the bat, and Halen gets the dish off. So our first turnover of the game. TRA is going to have a difficult time with this all-court pressure that they're going to get from the Bruins all night long. And they whip it back inside the perimeter. Just having very difficult time getting anybody open. Rebound comes off to Sophie King. Tell you what, Ellen Driver thought about laying that one from outside. A lot of rotation on this Lady Bruin offense. Ellen Driver, I don't know how many miles she runs during the course of a game, but there are a lot of them. And they go to her long distance, and she's going to take it right to the heart. Got the ticket. And the Lady Bruins are 3 for 3 from the floor out to the early 7-0 lead. And once again, they're going to back off, but they've got two up front, and one of them is Halen, and the other one is Sophie King. And that one's going to be a turnover. It's a 10-second violation before she actually threw it out of bounds. Second turnover of the evening. So Halen will toss it in. They're slowing the tempo down a bit. And they go back outside. A long push for the three for Lily. It was almost there. It just hung up on the lip. Ava Barham with the offensive board. And they went inside to Ava, and she gets the roll. So Lady Bruins already dominating 9-0, and here's another turnover. Halen's going to slow it down. And I think they will probably use opportunities to work on a number of plays. Ava with a turnaround jumper. She's looking great. And it's 11-0, so we'll take time out right here on the Bruin Network.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Lady Bruins already 5 out of 6 from the floor for 83%. They forced 3 turnovers that have led to 6 points. And this is just clearly in the early going. You can see this is an outman TRA team, and they're going to struggle with this all night with that press, and that one goes astray. It went off of the knee, I think, of Ellen Driver, so it's going to be Lady Rebel basketball. And they got to hurry to get it in within the 5-second range. And from the corner, the 3 lips out, and the rebound to Ava Barham. Halen's going to take it to the inside. The turnaround goes off to the right. And it's back to the Lady Bruins off to the fingertips of Maddie Watkins. So Lily will toss it in. And then they're in their parallel inbounds formation rather than a stack. And from the corner, Ellen Driver. Yes, ma'am. Ellen nails it. And once again, it is a struggle to be able to navigate this one, and tipped away, and it's going to go back. I think, let's see if they're going to call a timeout. And they are. Let's take a break. Lady Bruins on top, 14-0.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
I don't like to make a sad prediction, but I must tell you this is looking like, and they're going to go with the home run pass, and they did get it across midcourt. This is looking at that foul, and she couldn't hold her momentum, is on Sophie King, her first. But my prediction is we are going to be in the second half in a continuously running clock, because I just don't see a way in the world this TRA team can even hold off a slow-paced USJ team. Rebound to Ellen Driver. And from the corner, the 3 just rims off and goes off of Aver's hand. So Rayburn will toss it in. And another turnover. That's your 4th. And from the corner, just a little bit too much on it for Ellen, but they got another opportunity. And from outside, Sophie has it to go astray. And the foul. And that's on Ellen Driver, her first. And not a bad turnout here for a very chilly Tuesday night. It has been miserable all day in West Tennessee, and there's nothing you could say that can make it any more positive because it has been. And you just got those huge, huge winds that we've seen all day, up to about 30 miles an hour. And then there you go, Ellen Driver knocking it out. We're under 4 minutes. Lady Bruins have controlled it from the get-go in the first 8 seconds. Halen Ayers sacked home one from outside, and it's 14-0. Checking in is Addie Thorpe, one of the juniors for Bryant Wilkinson's team. And this time, the Lady Rebels slow the tempo again. And Ellen Driver so quickly in there to knock it astray. They've just had no opportunity to get, and it goes right into Halen's hands. No opportunity to get anything open from the inside. Halen got the friendly bounce back. So Halen off the turnover makes it a 16-0 game. And yet another, as we say, as an alternative cough up. Gamble for a steal. Halen, they just leaving her wide open, and that goes astray. But underneath, the follow shot falls for Ellen Driver. She's got 7. Getting those offensive rebounds. 18-0. We've got less than 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. And they're back in. They've got 4 women up front. They managed to go down the right-hand side to break it, and the defenders move away. That's the first basket of the game, and it was Maddie Watkins. And that one goes astray for the Lady Bruins, so that's their first unforced error of the evening. 18-2 with 2.5 to go. And this is going to be, nope. I was about to say it was going to be a one-on-one matchup between Addie Thorpe and Ava Barber, but Addie's foot was on the out-of-bounds line, so 7 turnovers now. Lady Bruins have managed to get 8 points off of those mistakes. As we are approaching the 2-minute mark in the middle and then to the corner. Sophie fired it a bit too hard, and the rebound comes off to Lizzie Crow. And they've got 4 girls in this zone press that just makes it so difficult to get it across midcourt. And once again, they're going backwards with it. And they only have about 4 seconds to navigate getting it across midcourt. And Sophie King is going to continue to make it difficult. That's got to be a 10-second violation unless they call a foul, and I think they do, on attempting to get the steal on Ellen Driver. That's her second. So they'll get a new 10 seconds. Checking in for the Lady Bruins is Mia Spellings. And Ellen Driver will come out after she has run up and down the floor probably 1.5 miles already. So again, they keep it behind the perimeter because this defense has just been so surgical, and traveling is called. It has been so surgical in keeping them any way except for that one play in which Maddie Watkins managed to get one home when the defenders went by. They just can't get anybody open on the inside underneath the basket. Sophie will try to set it up from the middle, and here goes Lily. Just goes right, and Ava with another offensive board. And they get it from the corner. Mia Spellings with a three. And they scramble for it, and there's just no, and finally Bryant Wilkinson's going to take a timeout. We got 1:06 remaining in the first quarter. It's 21-2, Lady Bruins.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
This is going to be one of those games that I feel certain you're going to see a number of the bench players get a lot of playing time tonight, because already with just barely more than a minute remaining and the Lady Bruins up 21-2, it's just inevitable that that's going to happen. But I have every reason to believe that Joel Ayers will keep his starting lineup in, or at least the better part of it in, for a good bit of the first half, and then we'll see a lot of the reserves begin to come in. And Ellen Driver is on the bench with 2 fouls right now. And Halen again with that intense, relentless pressure. They finally managed to get it across, and they were trying to go to the inside, and it doesn't work. They got it inside to Thorpe, but she couldn't make it fall. And Lily Teague draws the foul. She was a little bit too far underneath, and she's got that grin out there. She was a little bit too far underneath, but she drew the foul anyway. So Lily, her first opportunity now at the free throw line. In fact, it's the first one for anybody tonight. And she nails that one. She doesn't waste a lot of time at the free throw line. She gets it in there as quickly as possible and nails it. 23-2 lead. And they got to hurry to get it in within the 5-second call, and it is stolen again. They go cross court for the three. Lily right through the heart. And that's off the turnover, the 11th point that they have captured off of mistakes. And right here's going to be another one. Another basket as Halen takes it right away. She has 9. Down to 15 seconds. And that one just got away, and they're trying any way they can, and a foul on the backside is going to be charged to Mia Spellings. And that will send Addie Thorpe to the line for 2. It's the first trip to the charity stripe for the Lady Rebels. Off the back of the iron. If USJ gets the ball back, they'll have one opportunity to get it down. Second one is there for Thorpe. And Halen's going to have to put it up quickly, down to 2 seconds. Takes her stride, and it just goes a bit right. But it doesn't really matter because the Lady Bruins are on top 28-3 at the end of the first quarter. We'll have some scoring totals in the second quarter for you right after this.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Well, here we go. Another one. 28-3, and we're looking at 5 different Lady Bruins who have scored. Halen Ayers leading it with 9, 7 for Ellen Driver, 5 for Lily Teague, 4 Ava Barham, and 3 Mia Spellings. Maddie Watkins has the only basket for TRA and the only free throw for Addie Thorpe. And this has just been a comfortable one, way high, and Halen, it looked as though that she had 2 bowls of Wheaties, the power she had on that pass, and it was just way too high. Only the second turnover of the night for the Lady Bruins. They're working one-on-one against Mia Spellings. And Halen with a steal. This is it. Goodbye. Down the stretch she goes. She's in double digits. So Halen is out for another dominating performance tonight. She has 11. And look at Mia Spellings, how intense she is on defense. And that's stolen. Lily's got one. Let's see if she takes it. And down the stretch she goes, and the foul. Lily with 7 now off of that turnover. She's got a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer and 2 free throws, trying to add another one tonight. We've seen this young lady improve tremendously since the beginning of the season. And perfect 3-point play. She's shooting 40% from the field tonight and a perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line. And they're going to keep it behind the perimeter. They're trying to rotate underneath, but you got to be able to deliver those passes. So turnover number 14 for the Lady Rebels. And Lily and Halen paralleling each other down the court. Addie Simeon in now for the Lady Bruins. And that goes off of the hands of Jessie, who's just into the game tonight. Well, I told you that probably sometime in the second or third quarter we'd begin to see some of the bench players in there, and we are. Jessie's in there, and you've got Addie Simeon in there. She had a bout with pneumonia during the holiday season, and it's good to see her back into action. And here goes Halen. Goodbye. Down the stretch she goes. Yet another one off a turnover, the 15th of the night. So they take their time. This has to be extraordinarily frustrating for this TRA team, and that one goes astray. So I know talking last season with Bryant Wilkinson that it was a real challenge just to find enough players to suit up at Tipton Rosemark. And so he said, we're doing the best we can with what we have, and you just have to get them in there and continue to run your fundamentals, knowing that you go up against a powerhouse like this one, and it's going to be very tough. And taking a step before she delivered the pass was Sophie King. So turnover number 4. And they work it in once again with Rayburn. And here goes a steal right into the hands of Addie Simeon, and high off the glass. It's not there, and the foul was blocked. Nice timed block by Evie Ford. Sophie had an opportunity at that follow shot. So Addie's got it back out front. Halen Ayers is out of the game now. And positioning for the three, not there. But quickly for the rebound is Lita Rose. And she's open for it. Got it up high, and the iron was unkind, and the rebound coming off to Sigler. And they'll slow the tempo down once again because, in all honesty, probably the best thing that they can do at this stage of the game is to try to keep the game respectable. But it's hard to do that against this pressure defense, and the bank shot is there at the opposite end. Jessie gets her first basket. So we have 6 different Lady Bruins who have hit the scoreboard tonight, and we're still about halfway through, almost a double dribble. We're almost halfway through this second 8 minutes of play. Remember, we'll have the boys' game about 15 minutes after we finish this one tonight. Tell you what, Lita Rose wanted to get a steal, and that would have probably been a coast-to-coast because she was going like a house afire. And we're now under the 4-minute mark. And Addie Simeon is going to be charged with a reach-in foul. She saw an opening and tried to time it between the dribbles to perhaps get it down the floor, but was not able to deliver on that one, so she commits a foul. This Lady Bruin team has forced 17 turnovers so far, and that has led to 21 points, and they lead by 34. And that's a roll, and here you go. Addie just stops and pops, and it won't go. But Jessie is fouled and will go to the line for 2. That was one of those that she had position on it, but just simply couldn't make it drop. So Jessie goes to the line for a couple. She's had 1 basket so far tonight. And just off to the right, and then bounds left. Lady Bruins were up 28-3 at halftime, and this is one of these that you, at least if you're going to look at another important spot for Joel Ayers, is to have so many of his reserves in there so they can run this offense. And that's Ellen Driver. She tried very, very hard to get that one away, but her foot hit the line. They just look like they are enjoying playing tonight because the game, set, and match is pretty well already decided. The question is primarily, what the final score is going to be. And I hate to say that in the second quarter, but that is the way it is. We're getting close to the 3-minute mark. And they charge that one to Addie Simeon. That'll be her second. Ellen Driver and Lily Teague are the 2 starters who are in there. And another turnover. That's the 20th. And open for the 3. Addie has it go a little bit far. And they go in the middle, and Ellen went right between 2 defenders. This time Jessie for the 3 and nails it. And Jessie Vi, when she gets going from outside, she can be a strong streak shooter. And No doubt about it whatsoever, and we're at 41-3. And that one just went right into the middle of that triangle defense. And Ellen's going right between the defenders and gets the easy layup. 9 for Ellen. And again, off of the turnovers, they are just piling up point after point after point. Again, staying outside the perimeter because there's just hardly any way they can get Lizzie Crow open working against Jessie Vi. And it's right into the hands of Lita Rose. Right there. Jessie times that layup perfectly. She's one of these that realizes you don't have to kill it. Just put it up soft and it will usually fall. So it's a 45-3 game. And I wish I could tell you that we're going to have extraordinary excitement here, but it's all going to be on the side, and Ellen gets it from the backcourt, and she's in double digits with 11. But we're just not going to see that tonight. All the excitement is going to be on the Lady Bruins end of it. They may have a chance to hit the mid-century mark at halftime. And a nice drive. Evie Ford. So Jessie is now in double figures for the evening. Lady Bruins are going at a clip. Here goes a steal, and I think this one is going to be unchallenged. Lita down the stretch she goes. So 23 turnovers make it 24. Lady Bruins are scoring at a clip comparable to Union University's Lady Bulldogs that are averaging 97 points a game, and they're doing it with a lot of the reserves in here. They've got 6 seconds to navigate it. Lily's going to put up a bomb. Just off the mark. It might have been about maybe 3 to 5 feet beyond her comfortable range, but she still almost nailed that one. And so what more can we say? It was total, utter dominance, a 23-2 second quarter, and the Lady Bruins with a near record advantage of 51-5 as we go to the locker room at halftime. Let me run down, because we got a big presentation that we're expecting here at halftime, but let me run down the scoring. And it has been, I'll give you the way it is, Maddie Watkins. And let's do this before I give you the scoring totals. We've got Athletic Director Derek Pritchard as well as Coach Jeff Jones and Brady Smith. And this is the ball for his 1,000th point that he scored in the Hub City Classic, and you can hear how they feel and see how they feel about Brady right here. Brady has long since eclipsed that to about 1,034 points now, but what a tremendous milestone that was over the holidays in the Classic at Liberty Tech. And one of the finest young men you will ever meet, be around. His folks are just first rate, and his grandmother, Olive, is one of his biggest fans and supporters, as you would probably imagine. And I will say that Grandma Olive, I mentioned this on a previous game, she makes one of the best fruitcakes in America. I mean, it is handmade. Forget Claxton. She does it all, and we are so proud of Brady and the opportunity that we have. And they're still making some pictures with his family and with the athletic staff here. And you just got to know that what a tremendous accomplishment and milestone that this is for Brady Smith to have reached 1,000 points in a high school career. Most of the players who are there, they don't reach that. But just a tremendous young man, and we're very, very proud of him. Let me get us back to the scoring totals here for Tipton Rosemark. 2 points each for Maddie Watkins and Evie Ford, and 1 for Addie Thorpe. And for the Lady Bruins, it has been a bonanza tonight. Halen Ayers with 13, and she sat out a lot of the second quarter so some of these other folks could play. Ellen Driver with 11. Jessie Vive with 10, all in the second period. 8 for Lily Teague, 3 for Mia Spellings, and 2 for Lita Rose, 4 for Ava Barham. And so you've had 7 Lady Bruins to score in this contest, and we'll have a continuously running clock in the second half. 51-5 our score. We'll have the team totals right after this.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio,
I was hearing you.
Eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires, we can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Well, we could play the theme from Bonanza for our halftime statistics because it has been a bonanza for the Lady Bruins tonight. Let's look at them. Brought to you by Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. 54% from the floor to 28% for TRA. TRA has only managed to even get 7 shots up. In three-pointers, the Lady Bruins 5 out of 16 for 32%. And TRA has tried 3 and has missed them all. Free throws, Lady Bruins 4 out of 5 for 80% and 1 out of 2 for the Lady Rebels, 50%. Easy job out rebounding. TRA 10-2 is the edge for the Lady Bruins. They have committed 4 turnovers, but they haven't given up any points off of those. And 24 turnovers have been committed by the Lady Rebels, leading to 32 points. Now, again, that's Union University type of turnovers and points off turnovers, and I'm not kidding when I say that because you had a game yesterday in which Union was going against Alabama Huntsville and managed to nail 45 points off turnovers in that game and forced 35 mistakes. And so it'll be interesting to see what the comparable total is when we get to the end of this one. Once again, our congratulations to Brady Smith on his tremendous accomplishment of 1,000 career points at USJ. And we were there live on the day that he was able to do that, and it was a tremendous opportunity and accomplishment. They waited until the next break in the action and recognized him there at Liberty, but here with the local fans here tonight, it was one thing that they wanted to do and make that presentation right here, and it was great to see Jeff Jones and Derek Pritchard, and eventually Don Rowe made it out for the picture-taking session. And again, another young man that you just see everything as a senior and what he has ahead of him in his career and his life. You know he's going to be successful. Well, we will go with a continuously running clock here, except there's a couple of exceptions to that, but largely the clock is not going to stop here in the second half. 51-5, and the alternate possession will go to the Lady Rebels. And again, that inside defense, and they've got the starters back in for USJ, but I got news for you. They probably won't stay in there extraordinarily long. And the turnaround is well short, and Ellen's just going to let that one fly away. And the slow dribble by Lily Teague. 8 points in the first half. She's got an opportunity to hit double digits tonight. They go inside to Ava Barham. Nobody challenges, and Ava with 6. You give Ava a free ticket, she'll take that one dribble, and she's gone. And here goes the steal. They're not going to challenge. Ellen Driver with a left-hand layup, and it doesn't drop. Oh, my goodness. Here's another turnover. Ellen's not going to want to see that on a replay. Oh, she was 4 paces ahead of her defender, and the left-hand layup just did not drop. Line drive is not there for Allison Willis. So the clock continues to run, and Joel Ayers is directing traffic for his offense. And Ellen had a look at a 3 there. Instead, they go to the inside. Turnaround jumper is there for Halen Ayers. So that gives her 15, the game leader, and an even 50-point lead. And that one down the middle doesn't go anywhere. Halen with her 3rd rebound of the night. You may be able to hear Joel Ayers shouting instructions to his team. I think he's going to challenge them to come out and play defense. Halen for the three. No. Off the mark. And the rebound comes off to Crow. They go in the middle, not a serious challenge, and Sigler with her first basket. Ellen Driver going to kick it out to Halen for another three. Too strong. And Lily Teague gets her first board of the game. And Ellen thought about going it. She's going to drive it to the inside, has it blocked. But Halen picks it up. I guess we will not count that as a shot for Ellen. Halen now with 17. And the turnaround does not get the Plinko drop in. Ellen with her third rebound of the game. So they're going to take a little time off of this, and inside to Ava. And for the three. Yes, sir. Lily is in double figures with 11. And we approach the halfway mark of this third period of play. This one's going to be over much quicker than what you anticipate. And tried to bank in the three, and it didn't go. And Ellen for the three. No, just off the mark, and Halen, big time. She's going to get this one anyway. Yep. Third opportunity. 6 rebounds tonight. A 62-7 game, and that is turnover number 28. And checking out is Lizzie Crow. So Bryant Wilkinson's wanting to get a look at some of his other players, and you're about to see a brand new 5 come in for USJ. And open for the three, yes! Sophie King with her first 3 of the evening, and they're going to call timeout as the clock continues to run. They're going to call timeout to try to get some of these others in, and they do. 65-7. That was the score of last year's national championship football game. Almost a steal by Addie Simeon. And they're going with that 2-3 zone defense that's still going to make it difficult to get it on the inside. They go on the inside and banking it in. She's got a little bit of a height advantage, and Sigler nails it home as we approach the 2-minute mark in this third period of play. I got news for you. These players he's got in here, they are no slouches whatsoever. And open for the three, a little bit short on the inside, and the rebound comes off to Maddie Watkins. Lita had a good look at it and tried to spin a bank shot in. And finally, on the third opportunity, it goes through for, that was Maddie Watkins. And that one's right into the middle of the defenders, so that's the 5th turnover of the night for USJ. High arcing three off the back of the iron. And Addie Simeon the rebound. And Jessie Vi, who's in double figures, she did that all in the second quarter alone. And they go to her, and she turns and fires, and it hangs up on the lip. So again, they slow the tempo down in this final minute We haven't even had a stoppage of the clock, and that one's too high. So Lady Bruins will have an opportunity at a final shot at the basket if they so choose to try to drag it down to that point. And reserves come in. They'll have about 21 seconds when the ball goes in. So we'll see how they work it back around the perimeter. And Joel Ayers is instructing them what he wants to see to get somebody open with a screen. They go in the middle, and Jessie turns and fires. She has 12. And that indeed is the end of the third quarter, and the Lady Bruins up 67-11. It was a 16-6 third quarter. We'll have the final 8 minutes after this.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
So once again, in case you're not familiar with the rule in Tennessee high school basketball, if one team is ahead by 30 or more points at halftime, then the second half is a continuously running clock. So you're not going to see it stop for out-of-bounds plays or from the free throw line or bringing substitutions in. It's just going to continue to run. The only thing that would not fall into that rule would be an injury, and heaven forbid we don't want to see that. From the corner, line drive, three is there. And Addie Simeon gets into the scoring spotlight. That's now 9 Lady Bruins that have contributed. And they've hit 70. And the bank doesn't go, and Addie with a rebound. And all the way down underneath. Mia Spellings, who now has 5. And they're continuing to run this offense with tremendous proficiency. That one does not go. And they scramble for it, and it is Lita Rose coming down with a rebound. And Lady Bruins have been able to get so many people in here tonight and get a lot of playing time and opportunities to run this very complex offense. And that's going to go back to the Lady Bruins. It was tipped away. So as the clock continues to go down, we are at 6.5 minutes remaining. And on the drive, that's a high arcing one that was just a little bit too high, but the Lady Bruins are going to get it right back. So give Mia credit for a rebound on that one. That one just off the mark. Evie Ford came down with a rebound. Down to the 6-minute mark. And that's going to be a backcourt violation. No way about it. 30th turnover of the game. And I'm going to check my sheet here very quickly. They have given up 34 points off of those turnovers. So USJ has capitalized on more than, by percentages, just a little bit more than 1 point per turnover. And that one was almost there for Lita. Well, what a great save by Mia Spellings. I think she had to extend her body on that. And Mia's open for the three. Nope, it's not going to drop. And another three, and that one's not going to go. So they take their time coming back down at the opposite end. We're down to 5 minutes. Steve Beverly with you on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network as part of our Bruin Network. We are all so glad to have you aboard, particularly for all of you parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers and sisters, and good friends who couldn't make it out tonight. We're glad to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying this while you have your supper. And let's see if they're going to call a tripping foul. And that's going to be on Addie Simeon, her third. And that one's pumped. Just no way that's going to get back in there. This is one of those nights that, and unfortunately, they have won 2 games this season, but unfortunately you go up against a powerhouse like USJ. This is one of those you put in almost the nightmare category. And they work the corner. Jesse turns around, and the Plinko drop goes back the other direction. Jesse almost had that one in. And they're going to bomb the 3, and it is there. That is their first 3 of the game. That's a freshman, Jaden Hoy. So we're under 3.5 minutes remaining, and Lady Bruins up by 58. In the corner, Jesse thought about going for the 3. Halen's off that bench to offer some encouragement. Ella Hall Eldridge, couple of spin moves, and there you go. Jesse once again. She has 14 tonight. Halen Ayers the leader with 17. And that one's off the mark, and it is Lita Rose with the rebound, her third, and a foul. But it'll keep rolling. It's not. There have been so few free throws in this game. Only 2 shot by TRA and only 5 by USJ, and nobody has been to the free throw line this half. That doesn't, well, it's one of those things that is not unusual when you got a continuous clock going. And that one of those that just simply went astray, and they're going to scramble for it, and it looks like a foul is going to be called on Lita Rose. They won't shoot it. That is only the second team foul on the Lady Bruins. And we are under the 2-minute mark. This one is going to be in the books very, very quickly as the Lady Bruins are going 12-5 and getting, more importantly, a region victory. These district games are so critical. And all the way down for the layup. Mia Spellings with 7. And they stay outside the perimeter. They're just working their fundamentals, which is what you have to do. It doesn't matter if you're down by 50 or if you're up by 50. And that is an alternate possession that will stay in the hands of the Lady Rebels. And the block, nicely done by Lita Rose. And that one goes astray, and so that's going to go back to the Rebels. And we're in the final minute. And we'll be able to put this one in the books with one of the easier Lady Bruins victories. And here's a steal. That's the 31st turnover forced. And we'll see if they go, and they are going to go in and try to see if they can navigate another shot. They're under 30 seconds, but they're also tossing it around. Now, I think they are not going to play for another shot unless somebody was so obviously wide open. Skating out the game time. Ella Hall looking for somebody to cut, and Jesse does. And you're beginning to hear scattered applause from the crowd. Finally getting the final shot, just a little bit too much on it for Ella Hall. And that's your ball game as the Lady Bruins make it game, set, and match 76-14. It was 51-5 at halftime. And let me give you the scoring totals on this one as we wrap this one up. Alice Sigler had 4 points and Maddie Watkins had 4 to lead Tipton Rosemark. And for the Lady Bruins, this was just a banner night. 9 different Lady Bruins scoring out of the 10 who played, and Ella Hall Eldridge almost had a 3 right there at the end. Now, let's give you what the final totals are. We got a number of people who were in double figures, and I'm trying to get my calculator to get all of this done so I can give you the accurate totals. Halen Ayers, the leader tonight, with 17 points. 13 of them were in the first half. 14 points, a season high for Jessie Vi. I don't know if that is a career high for her, but she had 14. She had a 3-pointer and 5 other baskets from the floor. So she was number 2 tonight. Lily Teague, again, with 2 3-pointers, 3 free throws. She had 11 points, so she was in the double-figure category. Ellen Driver had 11, 3-pointer for her in the first quarter, and all of Ellen's were in the first half. So 4 Lady Bruins in double figures. Also, Ava Barham with 6, 7 for Mia Spellings, 3 each for Sophie King and Addie Simeon, and 2 for Lita Rose. Your leading rebounder was Halen Ayers with 6. And so there's not really a lot you can say about this. It was a thorough and utter domination by the Lady Bruins as they go to 12-5 on the season. And TRA goes to 2-10. Well, you see the guys who are out there getting ready for this boys matchup, the second half of the doubleheader. And we will bring you USJ against TRA. The Bruins 12-4 and TRA 7-5, but they've won 5 in a row, so this should be interesting. We'll see all of this after you visit with some wonderful folks, our sponsors.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt and let my family take care of yours.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires, we can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Once again, live from DeMint Gymnasium on the campus of the University School of Jackson in Jackson, Tennessee. Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz Sports Network proudly present USJ Bruin basketball tonight. Second half of our doubleheader puts the Bruins up against the Rebels of Tipton Rosemark Academy, coached by Bryant Wilkinson. Of course, Jeff Jones at the helm of the Bruins. And you'll expect to see your usual five that's in there to start it off. Mills Terry, Wallace Driver, Sam Cale, Brady Smith, and Hayes Carney. A lot of action certainly you'll see also from Reed Finney, Logan Foster, Sawyer Hunley, and Charlie Redden. This is going to be one that will be, I can tell you, much more competitive than what we had in the girls' game. In case you just joined us, the Lady Bruins won 76-14 in a game that the clock ran continuously in the second half after they built up a halftime lead of 51-5. This one is going to be more competitive. TRA struggled at the outset, losing 5 of its first 7 games, but now is on a 5-game winning streak. And so they believe they can stand up to the extraordinary presence of this USJ team that had a real heartbreaker last Friday night, in which they led Jackson Christian in every quarter until the last one, and it was a heartbreak 49-44 that they fell to the Eagles. But tonight, you wipe that one off the books and look ahead to being able to even up your district record. And in case you also missed it, at the halftime of our girls' game, the ball was presented to Brady Smith for scoring his 1,000th point in his career at USJ. Brady, one of 2 seniors on this team, he and Hayes Carney, and he is unquestionably, again, one of the nicest young men that you will meet. There was a picture that was on Facebook just in the last couple of days of Brady with a young fan that had come to the game and wanted Brady to autograph a basketball, and that was a big thing for that little fellow. And that's the kind of guy he is. He's never too busy to spend some time with the young fans who are here at DeMint Gymnasium. And so a tremendous accomplishment for him. And they're beginning to move to their huddle, and in about 1 minute, we're going to go to the big light show once again as the starting lineups will be introduced. Tipton Rosemark has 3 seniors: Noah Christian, Charlie Glenn, and Richard Phillips. And they are junior laden. They have 5: Eli Gramling, Luke Grigsby, Waylon Pickett, Cooper Curtis, and Dylan Butler. And we're about to have the starting lineups introduced. And starting out, Kingston Words. He's one of the sophomores on this team, and he's got a brother, Dominic Dotson. He's a sophomore, so they're starting some of the younger ones on this team. Demetric Words, that's the brother. And Dylan Butler in the lineup, and those are your starters. The lights are dim. The spotlight is flashing and moving, and here come the Bruins. Brady Smith. Mills Terry. Hayes Carney. Sam Cale. He had a 25-point game during the Hub City Classic. And Wallace Driver. I really think that they ought to record those PA introductions and give an MP3 to each of the players just so they can hear how spectacular they are introduced here at USJ. They do it upright. And again, I want to salute our fine crew who is working the game tonight for the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. They've gotten some terrific pictures for you this evening, and our director, Billy Bolin, is calling the shots. And we're about set to go. It's going to be Dylan Butler to jump it against Brady Smith. And ladies and gentlemen, from Dement Gym, let the games begin, and the Bruins get it first. Wallace Driver is going to be challenged tonight by Kingston Words. But taking it all the way down for the layup, Wallace with the first basket of the game. Now, this TRA team does not make a lot of silly turnovers. Bryant Wilkinson coaches both the girls and boys. Stop and pop, fall away is not there, and they let it go. So Demetric Words has that one to go astray. So they work it around the right wing. And trying to take it all the way down and getting the perfect drop was Hayes Carney. Bruins out to the first two baskets of the contest. And right on the inside, suddenly there are three Bruins surrounding Demetric Words, and finally a foul is called. They were trying to snatch that one away from him. Let's see who is going to be charged. It's going to be Mills Terry. And they work it around again, staying behind the perimeter. There's a big gap there in the paint, but they don't have anybody close. The rotation is in the upper portion. Now working one-on-one against Mills, and there was nowhere that Words could make it happen. And double teamed again on the inside, and so Kingston Words retreats very quickly. Want to slow it down. But this man-to-man defense has been intense already for the Bruins. They're not letting anybody have an opportunity to get open. They're staring usually two Bruins in the face, but there they go underneath. It doesn't go, but the foul will be charged to Sam Cale. They worked about a minute and 30 seconds off the clock before they finally were able to get Demetric Words open, and so he goes to the line for two. This is one of the key things. You got to try to keep this TRA team off of the free throw line because they are deadly from there. Nailed them both. And here comes Wallace to set the tone again. lot of rotation in the right underneath the basket for the Bruins, and the jumper. That one was short. That's uncharacteristic of Sam Cale to be short on one. And Demetric Words the rebound. Going for the bomb. Nope, not going to get the Plinko drop. Hit the top of the glass, and so that one goes astray. They're taking it slowly. Bruins so good about finding the open player. And going for the bomb. Banking it in. Brady says, if I need to use that little square, I will. And that's exactly what he did. Bruins up 7-2. I don't think Brady practices banking in threes, but he'll take them any way he can get them. And again, Bruins in that 3-2 zone that makes it so difficult to get to the inside. And they are on top of you in a matter of seconds once the possession changes to another player. And that bounce pass had no authority on it whatsoever, so the Bruins are going to have to see if they can get something off the turnover, and Mills almost took it home. Nice block. And it goes back in the other direction off of the wrist of Sam Cale. And checking in for the Bruins is Reed Finney. He will give a little rest to Sam Cale. And we're approaching the 4.5-minute mark in this first quarter that has gone by very quickly. They're double teaming again. Here goes Words with the jumper and gets it to drop. Demetric with all 4 points for this TRA team. Right down the lane, and getting it home is Hayes Carney. He got just enough spin on that to get the drop on the layup. Well, thinking about it was Dominic Dotson. He thought he was going to drive that one down the baseline, and instead he had to just back away. That is a huge bomb, and that went nowhere. And Reed Finney the rebound. And the three is there just behind the arc for Wallace Driver, so he has 5. Bruins now extending it to a 12-4 margin. I like the way this defense looks tonight. They're just not letting them get, and that was one of the rare situations where you got by somebody and timeout is called after Kingston Words delivers. So we have 3:16 to go. It's 12-6, Bruins on top. More after this.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3.
Bruins bringing it back down with a little more than 3 minutes remaining in the first period. They got the early lead at 4-0, and they have been staying there. They're going to lob it inside to Mills Terry, and he's fouled. And that's the first foul. That's on Cooper Curtis. Mills is going to work one-on-one. And for the 3. Iron was unkind for Wallace. But Bruins get it back. But Reed taking it to the floor and gives it up. And they kick it back out front. A lot of crisp passing here, but look at that Bruin defense just swarming under them. And he took a step, Noah Christian, before he went forward with his drive, and so that's the second turnover on the Rebels. Reed looking for an open cutter. And the big bomb. Yes, sir. Mills Terry for 3. And the Bruins to their biggest lead so far at 9 at 15-6. They thought about the answer shot, but on the inside that was slapped away nicely. And Brady got control of it. Christian came down with that rebound, and he's not a big guy, but he's got a lot of speed, and the give and go to him, and he decides not to take it. He had a chance for a left-handed layup, but he was trying to kick it outside to Dylan Butler. So a couple of reserves check in. You got Eli Gramling, who is a junior, and Luke Grigsby, also a junior for Bryant Wilkinson. Here goes Christian down the middle. And nice arm extension for his first basket. But beating everybody back down the floor is Sam Cale. So you just match cards at each end for the layups. And they work the perimeter again, and they're met by both on the opposite side, Reed Finney as well as Sam Cale. Down, we're under 1 minute now. And Kingston Words trying to reset this offensive possession. Christian is working against Brady. And he thought about a reverse layup, and the ball goes out of bounds. Tried a bad angle on that bounce pass, and that's turnover number 3. Nobody has scored off of turnovers in this first quarter, but the Bruins have an opportunity here with a little less than 40 seconds remaining to end this first 8 minutes with a double-digit lead, and they may be playing it for the final shot. Jeff Jones with his usual calm demeanor on the side court. We're down to 20. Mills is just going to be content to stand back there and let the clock run down. Now he's signaling for the motion. They're looking for somebody to get open underneath. Now they got to hurry. And unfortunately, the turnover off the offensive foul. So the Bruins gave up a lot of time off of that, but couldn't get anything to go. This is a 40-footer, and that one was almost over the glass. Dominic Dotson put up a huge bomb, but it didn't fly. So we go to the break. Bruins on top 17-8. Back after this.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
17-8, Bruins on top as we start the second quarter. Let's make a Worthy Road Studios score check. Wallace Driver with 5, Hayes Carney with 4, 3 each for Brady Smith and Mills Terry, and 2 for Sam Cale. 4 points, Demetric Words leads TRA. And on that drive, they are going to charge Wallace Driver with a little bit of a bump. No, they aren't. They're going to give an offensive foul. So, excuse me, Wallace is not going to be charged with that one. Give it to Luke Grigsby. So, Bruins a chance to pick up one off a turnover. Mills with that weaving ball control and the foul. That one is charged to Cooper Curtis, his second. All right, Mills is going to work one-on-one against Curtis. And going for the 3. Off the back of the iron, and Mills had it snatched away by Grigsby. And that one almost went astray. It was nearly into the Bruin bench. And the first 3 of the game, and that's Grigsby, the first 3 of the game for TRA, and they have suddenly closed it to within 6. As we said, this one's going to be extraordinarily more competitive than the girls' game was. There you go. In the inside, beautiful move through the defender, Sam Cale. He must have passed about 4 defenders and then just forced it home. Almost a steal for Sam, but it just went off his fingertips out of bounds. So substitutions check back in. You got Dylan Butler and Eli Gramling for the Rebels. They had to go almost to midcourt to pick that one up. Words looking for somebody down low if he can find them. Butler was calling for it, but nothing there, and that bounce pass just went nowhere. 5th turnover for the Rebels. And the Bruins could knock it back into a double-digit lead on this possession. And the slow dribble. Bruins have done a good job of dribble penetration on the inside tonight. And I'm sure Jeff Jones wants to see a little more of that. And that was traveling. You had frustration on the part of Wallace Driver. You shouldn't have 2 guys together, and he and Hayes Carney had possession of the ball at the same time, and that is considered traveling. You can't do that if you got 2 guys with the same color jersey on doing that, and particularly if they go to the same school. Big 3. Off the mark for Grambling. Hayes with his first rebound, and underneath, Mills can't get it to drop, and the rebound to Kingston Words. And we exchange, shall we say, a few pleasantries as the Bruins come up with another turnover. And palming is charged to Wallace. So Wallace will check out. And in is Sawyer Hunley. And they work one-on-one against him, and there is nowhere to go for Butler from the corner. The 3 is there, though. Even with strong defense, Eli Gramling gets the second 3 for TRA. And trying to go the baseline and forcing that one. He wanted to bank it, but he couldn't get it there. and the foul. Bruins will play it underneath. And the foul is charged to Dominic Dotson, his first, the sophomore. So Mills will toss it in. Brady looking at a one-on-one move and forced it just a bit. And tossing it away was Sawyer Hunley. He couldn't get anybody to get close enough to help him out. And you could see the Bruin bench wanted traveling called there. Thought that Dotson slid his foot just a bit. Wallace Driver set to check back in momentarily. Again, they have not been able, and he stepped on the end line. And that's one of those mistakes that is so frustrating because you think you've got a ticket, and suddenly the ticket can't be punched because you stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Under 4 minutes in this first half. Bruins have controlled it from the outset, but TRA has made a strong game of it. Taking it down the baseline and the foul. Hayes Carney with 6. And that was a perfect drive, the first point off turnovers tonight. And that one was on Dotson for his second. So going for the three-point play is Hayes Carney. He is the leader tonight, and he has 7. Completes that three-point play. And here they go like a house of fire, and unfortunately for Noah Christian, he was trying to get a bounce pass off, and it went completely out of bounds. So one of the things that we have talked about, defense has made it very, very difficult to do a crisp bounce pass, particularly if you are under the goal. The zone defenses make it so difficult. You have to thread a needle very high, and going in, trying for the drive, the foul's going to be on Grigsby, his second, and Wallace goes to the line for 2. Wallace sensed that Grigsby was going to crash in on him, and as he took that one home, he got it in the side, and so it's a 2-shot opportunity. So far tonight, the Bruins, this is only the second and third shots at the goal, and they've hit them both. And he nails both of them. Wallace with 7. Bruins now picking up, and there you go, another steal. And down the stretch, left-handed Sam Cale. So the Bruins have now rolled up 7 points off turnovers in the last 3 possessions. And on the drive, the foul, and let's see if that's going to be charged to Wallace or somebody else. Yep, they're going to give it to Wallace, and that is his first. And timeout is called with 2:54 remaining in the first half. And the Bruins back out to their largest lead at 26-14.
Football is one reason to love fall. Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Let's do another BallGame Blitz Sports Network score check. Wallace Driver with 7 and Hayes Carney with 7, leading the Bruins. Sam Kale with 6, Brady Smith with 3, and Mills Terry with 3. So you've got 5 Bruins. In fact, all 5 starters are the ones who have scored. On the other side of the ledger, it's still Demetric Words with the lead for TRA with 4, and going to the line is Dylan Butler. They're 2 for 2 from the line. Nope, they're not going to do it. Butler went to the line, but instead they're going to, it was not a shooting foul. So we'll rewind that play and try it again as Dotson will toss it in. He's got to hurry to meet that 5-second target, and he did. And they kick to the left wing, and they are not going to get the Plinko drop. Mills Terry the rebound. Big long bomb. 3 just spins off for Brady. They're working one-on-one against Brady with Butler, and he thought about raising up for one and thought better of it. Brady very fast on defense. And they left the left wing open, but nothing there. Rebound coming off to Wallace Driver. And going all the way in on the inside, Mills Terry knew he was going to draw the foul and managed to navigate it home. And Mills delivers the 3-point play. So the Bruins by 15, extending their largest lead, and right into the hands of Sam Kale. Going for the 3. Yes, sir! Brady Smith off the turnover. So Bruins have this one very strongly in control now. They were up 17-8 at the end of the first quarter, and it has been a 15-6 edge here in the second. And that Bruins student body standing as one, as they have all game and they do every week. Jumper is too strong. Follow will not go, and the rebound comes off to Brady. Open for the 3. Nope. Went left. And they're trying to get it down the opposite end. Good job of knocking it away. And let's see what the call is. And apparently, they said it was last off of the hip of Butler, so the Bruins will play it with less than a minute. And they have just calmly and workmanlike extended this out to nearly a 20-point lead. Mills may take this one himself, and does, and banks it home. Mills now with 8. And they go to the outside with Demetric Words. And stolen right away. This is going to be a 3-on-2. Yes! Offensive foul. Wipe it out. They say that Wallace, they say it was defensive position. So Wallace did not get credit for the basket. 34-14. And down by 20. Let's see if they continue to do this for the final shot of the half, and I get an idea that's probably what's going to happen. Now down to 12. Almost stolen by Mills Terry. And they work. What a block! Hayes Carney knocks it away. And 2 subs come in here right at the end as they're trying to get all the shooters they possibly can. 4 seconds to navigate something. 20-point lead for the Bruins. They've matched their card of the first quarter. And trying to go weave his way through all of them. And what a block again. Sam Cale just completely rejected that one. So the Bruins will go to the locker room with a 34-14 edge. 20 points is a little more than an edge, to be candid with you. Let me give you the totals here on our Worthy Road Studios score sheet. Eli Gramling with 3, 2 for Noah Christian, 3 for Luke Grigsby, 2 for Kingston Words, and 4 for Demetric Words. So you got 6 points for the Words guys. And then on the opposite end for the Bruins, let's take a look at how they check out. Balanced scoring across the board. In fact, when you see this, they're all bunched up together. 8 points for Mills Terry, he's your leader. 7 for Wallace Driver, 6 each for Sam Cale and Brady Smith, and 7 for Hayes Carney. And not a lot of rebounding on this because the shooting percentages are so strong here in the first half. So Bruins on top 34-14. Let's take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we will be visiting with Bruins girls basketball coach Joel Ayers. Stay with us.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the
this
unmatched
is a new board,
patio,
and I
eating
hope,
local with
can you
family
hear
is
me?
What we're about. Live local,
You cannot hear me,
eat
can you?
local, relax
You can
local.
now. All right, that's what.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
We're back live at Dement Gymnasium at USJ, and USJ girls basketball coach, as the CO often does here at halftime of the boys game, Joel Ayers joining us. Joel, a 76-14 win tonight, and of course, I mean, this is a struggling program right now with TRA, and I think that's all that really needs to be said about that. What can you really learn from a game like that, except for the fact that you were able to play so many players? You were able to play the entire squad tonight.
Yeah, I mean, learning every time you put your kids on the floor, you obviously want those kids to see what they're doing and see how they react in different spots, and different people are going to play you different ways. They're kind of rebuilding that program at TRA, and those guys are really good coaches and are working hard. So hats off to them. But, we got a lot of kids in tonight. We wanted to do that. We want to do that every night. Now, sometimes that's not as easy to do on certain nights, but we wanted to really work tonight on some execution, on some things that we wanted to execute in a live game scenario, and we did a lot of that. A lot of nights we don't call as much stuff. We would be more so playing, the last game, the way they played defense, it was harder to call more sets. It was easier to spread out and have some concepts and play So tonight was a little bit more of calling some sets and working on some things execution-wise. Did play a little zone tonight, worked on that. So every game's going to be a little different, but that's kind of the things that we tried to do tonight.
Joel, and this is one of my favorite stats to look at no matter where I'm at, is turnovers and points off turnovers. You forced 31 turnovers tonight and got 34 points off of that. And so many coaches have told me over the years, you're really looking to get at least 1 point off of every mistake like that you cause. And a lot of that stems from that all-court pressure you put on.
Yeah, you know, in the scenario, what you're trying to do is you don't want to exert that much energy. It's like if we send 2 people to trap and we don't have a third girl trying to read and steal, then we've kind of wasted the energy and the risk that we're taking by not sending someone to read or try to steal. And it's kind of the same thing. When you do get turnovers, you need some of those to turn into points. And, you know, you're kind of almost taking too many risks for to play that way if you're not turning some of those into points. So that's a great stat, and that's obviously something that you want your pressure and the pressing type of defense to cause is some offense. You know, against good teams, it's hard to score in half court at times.
Yeah, definitely, no question about it.
So when you press, there are multiple things that you're trying to do in a pressure situation. One is generate offense.
Mm-hmm.
2 is try to be in better shape than the teams that you're playing, and maybe that would wear them down, and not you if you've gotten yourself into good shape. So those are a couple ideas that, you know, we're trying to instill in the girls of what we want to accomplish by pressing.
Last question is, we're very early in the district race right now, but who do you look at that is going to be some of the serious challenges that you have in the district?
Well, TRA is rebuilding, and Sacred Heart does not have a girls team this year, so you kind of go back into last year. Fayette Academy was a really tough team, but they lost 5 seniors.
Yeah.
Haven't seen a whole lot out of them. I've seen a little bit of film. So then you go back into the fact of we played Jackson Christian. We know they're a good team. That was a tough game here. The next game will be there, and the district tournament is there. And even though Trinity did lose, I think they had 4 seniors. You know, that's a rival game.
Yeah.
And
no question.
That's across town, and so that we expect that to be, you know, a tough game too. So I would say Jackson Christian, we've seen them. We know that they're a really good team. That's one that you for sure are looking at and knowing you got to show up on that night. And that Trinity game, from just who it is and what that's all about, that'll be a great game too.
Well, as we talked about last Friday night, it was a tale of 2 halves, and that second half, it was like, okay, wake-up call is here, and we were able to turn that one around. I want to wish you a lot of good luck. We'll see you again on Friday night, and I know as this season develops, it goes by very, very fast.
Well,
but
you know, like you look at it, and we've got there's 8 district games. So now there's 6 left without Sacred Heart being in there, and then you think about playing 3 games in a district tournament, and a sub-state or 2 game, and then if you make it to the state tournament, and we're talking about, you know, teens. You know, it's not a ton of games left.
No,
and we're illustrating that to our kids too. So we appreciate you guys being here and covering us, and it's always great. I got a lot of people that are getting online and watching, and people from back home where I'm from, and so they really enjoy it. Thank you guys.
It's great fun for us, believe me on that. Joel Ayers, the head coach of the USJ Lady Bruins, and we'll see him again this weekend. And right now, let's take about another 60-second break, and then we'll be back with the second half of our boys' game.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Okay, here we go. Second half, and Bruins up by 20, 34-14. Again, we certainly thank Joel Ayers for being with us and giving his insight to tonight's win that was undoubtedly a runaway, 76-14 over TRA. It's a program that is in deep rebuilding, but you got to believe that they're going to get it there. So Bruins with the first possession of the second half, and it's always an emotional lift if you can get that first basket. And on the drive in, it's a jump ball, but the Bruins will continue with it. Sam Cale was tied up. Nope. They apparently switched it back the other way because Bruins had the first possession of the half. So the Bruins cough it up, their 7th turnover. Boy, intense defense by Sam Cale against Demetric Words, and he just cannot drive. He wants to drive that lane, but then they left somebody wide open underneath, and Cooper Curtis connects. So they get their first points off a turnover by the Bruins tonight. Wallace Driver puts up the three, and it caroms off. And Words the rebound. Going for the bomb. Yes, sir. They get the first 5, and immediately Jeff Jones wants timeout. He doesn't like the start of this half. They've cut the lead down to 15. Back after this.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Back we are. Back we are at Dement Gymnasium. Bruins getting hit with a little whirlwind to start back here with a 15-point lead, but it was 20 at halftime, so in just the first minute, about a fourth of that lead has been sliced. So let's see how they do on the timeout and what Jeff Jones has drawn up. Hayes Carney, who had a good first half. Now Mills is working one-on-one against Butler. Turn around, softly putting up the floater is Brady Smith. So that finally gets them back on the board, and you don't want to see a team like this put an 8 to 10 point run and having to save it, and that was just too bad of an angle for Dotson to save. And underneath, there you go, Brady, as they feed him. So that is the 14th point off turnovers tonight by TRA. And Mills almost got that one away, but nice job of navigating the inside by Dylan Butler. Mills is being guarded closely by Butler, but the little floater goes through for Sam Cale. And he has 8. Now the Bruins are getting back into the rhythm that we saw in the first half. after being hit hard by that first 5 points. And in all kinds of trouble is Butler with that double team. And the foul, he got between 2 defenders, and they're going to charge that one to Hayes Carney. That's his first. Hayes had 7 in the first half. Brady Smith is now the leader with 10. And I don't know who he was tossing that to. Dotson apparently thought somebody was going to cut, and it went down into the top row of the bleachers, or I should say the bottom row of the bleachers. That's one of those that communication is such a difficult thing whenever you have a pass like that. It shouldn't happen. And taking it high off the glass, it doesn't go, in the rebound to Curtis. And stolen right back. And the foul. And that is the third foul on Curtis, so he's going to come out. Mills with that head fake that he uses so effectively, working against Butler. And he's going to force his way home and get the basket and the foul. Classic Mills-Terry drive. And again, the great thing about that, it comes off the turnover, and so it's a key thing because it's almost as if you've had a gift to you right there. You force that turnover and then go down and capitalize. So Mills is back in the lead with 11. Brady with 10, 8 for Sam Cale, 7 for Wallace Driver. And here's a steal. Let's see if Mills can be caught. I don't think so, and it caromed off. It just went off the back of the glass. From the corner, the three does not go, and Mills high for the rebound. I think he's frustrated with himself that he didn't get that shot at the opposite end. And the foul is charged to Demetric Words. That'll be his first. And timeout is called. We'll take it. Bruins comfortably ahead, 43-21. Back after this.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
Worthy Road Studios scoreboard. Halftime between Trinity Christian Academy and Jackson Christian. They're tied at 19, a very low-scoring defensive affair. Here the Bruins are pretty much having their way with TRA up 43-21. TRA came in here 7-5 and won their first district game. And Bruins now just trying to play keep away, and the three goes off the mark for Sam Cale. Words, that change of pace dribble that he has, a very low center of gravity. And Dotson is all hemmed up. And they're going to call a reach-in foul. Trying to slap away and get that steal. That's Sam Cale's second. Checking out is Hayes Carney, and Reed Finney will come in. So Noah Christian, the senior, will toss it in. Bruins have done a good job of just clogging up the middle. I can tell you, Kingston Words didn't want to try that one, but he goes from the left wing and hits the three. That is his second three of the quarter. but Bruins still up by 19. Words now with 8 to lead TRA. And Reed Finney is open, but he's not going to try to put up that bomb. And Bruins are trying to just skate a little time off the clock. They've had this possession for about 35 seconds. And in the corner with Sam, and now big one for, and yes, sir, about 23 feet out for Mills Terry. So the Bruins with their largest lead now at 22. This is Grigsby with it. And takes it down, does not get the friendly drop. So the Bruins quickly down the floor. And for the bomb, it doesn't go for Sam, but the rebound to Grigsby. Two minutes remaining, and the Bruins by 22, and look at this. Oh, they're going to call a foul. They're going to charge that with Sam Cale, and they were double teaming the ball, and the official said it got a little bit too much on the wrist. Checking back in is Eli Gramling, the junior. He's had 1 3-pointer in the game tonight. Mills almost got his hand in there, and instead they're charged with a violation. That's the 16th turnover, and the Bruins tonight have picked up 17 points off those mistakes. And they're not doing any kind of all-court pressure, so the Bruins can pretty much have their way bringing the ball up court. Under 2 minutes. Crisp, firm passing on the part of the Bruins. And in the corner, going for the long one. That one was short, but getting the rebound and forcing it back in, couldn't make it go. Hayes had 2 opportunities at it. Getting his own offensive board. When we get down to the 1-minute mark, and Christian tries to go between 2 defenders and puts up the long one. It will not fall, and Hayes Carney with his 3rd rebound. And I don't know if the Bruins are going to play it for the final shot of the quarter. And this has been a relatively lower scoring quarter than what we have had so far tonight. From the way it looks right now, barring a miracle, the Bruins will be able to put their first district victory in the books and go 13-4 on the season, but we still have 8.5 minutes remaining. Nice jumper for Brady Smith. He has 12. He's 50% from the floor tonight, 5 out of 10. And look at that double team again by Wallace and Reed. And Christian on the drive draws the foul. They'll play it underneath with 9.4 seconds remaining. That's charged to Hayes Carney. It's his 2nd. And he was on the line. Yep. Bryant Wilkinson had to hold up Kingston Words to keep him from toppling over the bench. So another turnover on this. And the Bruins will play it for this one final shot, and they're encouraging them to go with it. Fall away, that's going to be short. Wallace just didn't have enough room to be able to push that one up, even though he's got strong upper body strength. So the Bruins, with a 14-10 edge in the 3rd quarter, are on top 48-24. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with the last 8 minutes.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt, and let my family take care of yours.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial.
So we start the fourth quarter with the Bruins comfortably ahead, 48-24. And Reed Finney is in the post position now as Mills Terry takes a bit of a break. And we may see some more of these reserves checking in here in this fourth quarter if this lead holds up at this pattern. They go to the corner for Brady, and it's just a bit short. And Reed just extends his body and picks it apart with the defenders and gets his first basket of the evening. So they've hit the mid-century mark. And open for a three, and that one's not going to drop in. Going to the deck hard, and they're going to charge a foul to Cooper Curtis. That'll be his fourth. Hayes Carney grabbed a hold of that rebound and then took a huge tumble. And checking in again is Luke Grigsby for TRA. And Wallace Driver, this is the first time tonight that we've seen any kind of full court pressure, and that led to a basket for Kingston Words. That is only the fourth point off of a USJ turnover tonight. USJ has picked up a bunch of them. In fact, looking here, 17 points off turnovers. That's easy. Reed, oh my heavens, Reed had it hang up on the lip. And I can tell you, nobody feels worse about that one than he does. Going for the bomb from the corner, and that one was short, and Reed pulls down another one. And he's going to take it right down the middle and dish off. Easy one for Hayes Carney, who has 9. Try to keep you up to date on where everybody stands with their point totals as they hit them here on Worthy Road Studios. And that one, they're scrambling for it. Nice job of holding on to it by Dylan Butler, but the turnover, and that is the 18th. And you're going to see Mills Terry is going to check back in, as well as Sawyer Hunley, and coming out Reed Finney and Wallace Driver. Mills the leader tonight with 14 for the Bruins. And that one almost lost, but nice job of picking it back up. Instead, it goes off the hands of Sam Cale. In fairness to Sam, it was very hard for him underneath to be able to handle that one. And the foul is going to be charged to Hayes Carney. That is his third. And this is one of the few trips we've had to the free throw line for either team tonight. Words with the second opportunity and misses them both. That's a rarity for him, and it's going to go back the other way. They call a push-off foul on Demetric Words. That's his second. And so they're once again going to give a little bit of full court pressure. But Mills Terry pretty much waves them off and sends Logan Foster, who's in the game, sends him on down court. Now they're double teaming Mills. And Timeout is called. 30-second timeout. We'll be back. Bruins up by 26.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation. Bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee. If you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Ever since the Bruins took the early 4-0 lead, this thing has pretty much been in hand. It eventually was 14-4, and it was 17-8 at the end of the first quarter. 34-14 at halftime, and USJ has controlled it most of the way. There's Logan Foster, and he's got 3 Rebels on him. Wide open underneath they go to Hayes Carney. He's in double digits with 11. Excellent assist. 5 minutes remaining. High arcing 3 is there for Demetric Words. Give him 7 tonight. Almost a steal and trying to scramble for it. Good job by Sawyer Hunley of picking it back up. That's not going to fall, but Mills goes to the line for 2. No, he's not. They are going to say that that was before he shot. So you wipe off a shot there, and perfect way. I know that did not feel good to Demetric Words, but they slammed it off of him so that they would get the out-of-bounds call. So Mills will toss it in. Bruins are going to work some of their ball control offense and just trying to wait for some, and a reach-in foul is called on Eli Gramling. That's his second. And let's see if that is the 5th team foul, and so they'll be in the bonus the rest of the way, and Logan Foster goes to the line for the first time tonight. Bruins haven't been there much. They are 3 of 4 tonight. Got the friendly roll. So Logan's in the books. We've got 7 different Bruins who have scored tonight. And on the drive, that foul will be charged to Sawyer. So they'll send Gramling to the line for 2. He had a 3-pointer back in the second quarter. And that was like watching a pinball machine go tilt. It just did not. You couldn't get any help from the flippers on it. And checking into the game now, Brady Smith comes back in, and going out is Hayes Carney. Got the second of the 2. But Bruins by 25. They're still facing that all-court pressure, and they broke it easily. In the middle and on the drive, the floater just wouldn't drop. Brady needed to have it just a hair higher. And on the drive in, they're going to charge that to Logan Foster. Only the third team foul now on the Bruins. They just changed it on the scoreboard. And we're under 4 minutes remaining. Open for the 3. Yes! Dylan Butler. Give him 5 for the evening. We'll be wrapping up all of the scoring totals on your post-game show, and that one was a little bit of a lackadaisical pass, and that leads to an easy layup for Luke Grigsby. So the Bruins with 10 turnovers now in the game. They're double-teaming the ball much better. Big bomb. Yes, sir. Mills, you could just see, had the feel of that one all the way. Perfect form, great follow through. 58-35. And as a tie up in the alternate possession, we'll go back to the Bruins. So they're going to bring 4 Bruins up front to challenge this all-court pressure, and that's the way you do it. That gave you a 4-on-3 advantage, and they're double-teaming the ball. It's going to go back to the Bruins, knocked out by Grambling. In case you missed it, Lady Bruins had an easy one tonight. 76-14 was their victory. It was 51-5 at halftime. Halen Ayers had 17. Jessie Fye had 14. It was Jessie's biggest night of the season. And going right through everybody was Dylan Butler. He has 7. 21-point lead with 2.5 to go. This is firmly in hand of the Bruins, but they don't want to start getting lackadaisical. And underneath, there you go. Staying, concentrating it all the way was Wallace Driver to prevent the turnover. And we get close to the 2-minute mark. And trying to drive it in, almost got the bank. The foul is on Brady, and that's his second. So Butler goes to the line with 2:08 remaining. And for Jeff Jones, this will even up the district record at 1-1, 13-4. They will be overall. TRA will fall to 7-6 and also 1-1 in the district. Fayette Academy lurks around the corner. And of course, Trinity. Trinity is playing Jackson Christian tonight. Missed them both. And Logan came down with a rebound, and there you go. To the corner, they kick it out, and Brady can't get it to fall, but Reed with the left-hand follow. So nice offensive rebound for Reed Finney. And they've extended it back to the 25-point margin. And they work that perimeter again. And just barely catching up to it was Butler. So they're taking their time, but Bryant Wilkinson wants them to just keep their fundamentals going despite the fact that this is not going to be a victory for them tonight. And forcing it, but nice concentration on the follow by Dylan Butler. And this is a timeout primarily for substitutions to get as many people in here in the final minute 19 as they possibly can. Brennan Patel, a freshman, is in. And over in the corner, Sawyer Hunley. And going for the bomb. No, too much on it for Logan. So in the final minute, it's just a case of seeing who's going to get a little bit of statistics added to their total, and that one was too high off the pass by. And I'm looking down at my sheet. And you're going to see coming out now is Wallace Driver, 11 points tonight. Charlie Redden is in the game. Always good to see Charlie. He is all over it. That one's knocked away by Richard Phillips, who is a senior, who has just checked in. Charlie's going to go after every loose ball that he possibly can. He may be the shortest guy on the floor, but he is going to make his presence known. Mike Cook checks in for the Bruins. And also Jacob Snyder. I try to get to all of these young players that I can when they come into the game because we just like to recognize them for being there. Final half minute, and they are double teaming all over Logan Foster. And going to try to drive the lane, and he was fouled. So Logan will have an opportunity to add to his totals. We're going to have a score update for you momentarily. That one's in and out. Trinity leads Jackson Christian 36-30 as they start the fourth quarter across town. Rebound came off to the Rebels here, and we got 15 seconds left, and they may go for the final shot. Patel looking for any opening that he can. Almost stolen, and the foul is going to be charged. And that one is charged to Jacob Snyder. That's one of those things you look at, and my old friend Jonathan Husky used to call a ticky-tack foul. So that will send TRA back to the line. Missing the first one, and if he gets this one, I can assure you that will be the final score. And here you go, Mike Cook, give him a rebound, and that is it. Game, set, and match. Bruins took it ahead from the first quarter, up 17-8, and really extended it in the second quarter. That was their really moving effort as they ended up 20 at halftime. 48-24 at the end of the third period, 62-39 was your final. So we will go down the boards and give you your Worthy Road Studios and BallGame Blitz Sports Network final check of the scoring. And at the opposite end, it was Dylan Butler, the junior, that had 7 points in the final period. He ended up with 9, and Demetric Words with 7. But the leader for the Rebels was Kingston Words. He's also a sophomore, and he ended up with 10 on the night. The only one in double figures for the Rebels. For our Bruins, let's take a look at it. And this was a battle between Brady Smith and Mills Terry tonight. Brady ended up with 18 points, added 3 rebounds. Mills Terry, 17 points and 3 rebounds. They were right together all night long, so we're going to give them co-player of the game honors tonight. They were really the dominant forces in this game, but look at this. 5 Bruins in double figures this evening. Wallace Driver with 11. He had a 3-pointer as part of that. Hayes Carney with 11. And he had 1 3-pointer that frankly should have dropped. It was in the cylinder and banked out, but he added 4 rebounds. Reed Finney had 4 rebounds. They were the 2 leaders off the boards for the Bruins tonight. And then 10 points for Sam Cale. And those were your leaders. Also, Logan Foster came in and checked in with a free throw in the fourth quarter, and Reed Finney got a couple of baskets to go with his 4 rebounds. And so your final, 62-39, the Bruins going 13-4 on the season, 1-1 in the district. And the Lady Bruins beforehand, 76-14. We had a continuously running clock in the second half after they got up 51-5 at halftime. And they were led by Halen Ayers, 17 points, 14 from Jessie Vi with her biggest output of the season, and 11 each for Ellen Driver and Lily Teague. So it was a good night for Bruin fans across the city. And for those of you who are relatives who live outside the city and you've got a favorite Bruin, I'm sure it was equally as happy for you tonight. We'll be back with you again on Friday evening, right back here at USJ for another edition of Bruin basketball. And so let me show you the people who made this possible tonight. Our crew led by our director, Billy Bolin, and our executive producer, Paul Schultze. And so for all of the crew on our Worthy Road Studios gang and our BallGame Blitz Sports Network, this is Steve Beverly saying thanks for being with us tonight. Come back to see us every chance you get, and so long from the great hub city of West Tennessee.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.